remember exactly where I was the moment I heard Star Wars was bought by Disney and that a seventh episode was being produced. I was beyond excited. My mind raced with the endless directions they could take the saga in, and I had a ton of questions too. What would Luke be like as a Jedi? How did Chewbacca fit into Han and Leia's marriage? What evil do they fight since the Empire has been destroyed? It was a moment that will forever be etched into my memory. Too bad the film ended up being a piece of shit! For as happy as I was the moment the film was announced, that's how deflated I was the moment I left the fucking theater. I've been simmering for the last 6 months, and this pot is ready to boil the fuck over. God damn do I hate this movie. First of all, it contains the cardinal sin of movie making, laziness. Remember the questions I had about the Empire? Well, they're still here, Death Star and all, except this time, they're the New Order. Only problem is, there's nothing new about them. It's the same shit, different decade. Stormtroopers, still inept. Officers, still British. Same TIE fighters, same Star Destroyers too. And while we're on the topic of old things, let's talk about the returning characters. How was Luke as a Jedi? We don't know, he ran away. What about Princess Leia? What's she up to? She's just Mon Mothma from Return of the Jedi. Han Solo, he ran off like a bitch. They wiped his entire character arc from the original trilogy. He went from a selfish pirate to rebellion hero in the first movie, a martyr in the second, and a military leader in the third. You'd think he'd follow this trend and in this one be a commanding officer. Nope! He just ran away. All the men in this movie just run away from something tragic. I got one other bitch about Han Solo too. How the fuck did he lose the Millennium Falcon? That shit meant more to him than most people. It was just dumb. Pandering to the audience saying, hey, something from Star Wars. That thing you loved back in the day when there was a shred of dignity left in the franchise. Look, your childhood. Cry because your life sucks nowadays. Speaking of sucking, let's talk about the new characters. First off, the biggest marketing ploy in history, Finn. Ooh, look, a black Star Wars character. It's not like we had one of those before. And let's make him a stormtrooper that defects. And let's make him a janitor too. What the fuck, really? A sanitation officer? Couldn't you just call him porch trooper? It's equally offensive. Then you got Poe Dameron. Useless. What was he? Not his job. What was his character? Was he a funny guy? A freedom fighter? A Han Solo clone? Sure, he was all those. Just not in any way important to the goddamn story. Let's talk about the big bad guy, Kylo Ren, and his amazing crossguard lightsaber, his cool voice and his awesome helmet, and his lack of authority or menace. He's just a whiny teenager. I want to be Darth Vader so much because I hate my parents. I'm evil because I break stuff when I don't get my way. I'm evil and cool because the marketing tells you I am. I've never seen a movie where the bad guy is such a bitch. Grow some balls, dude. Darth Vader had a reason for being evil. And before the audience knew it, he was just an evil dude that would kill his own troops when they failed him. Cuck Vader stops a laser blast. Oh, look how cool he is. He's so much better than Darth Vader because he's new. Fuck that. He also gets his ass handed to him by a noob. But Jeff, he was weakened by that laser blast from Chewbacca. Yeah, and Darth Vader had the power to kill the Emperor after Luke whooped his ass and cut his hand off. Argument invalid. I guess I should take it easy on Cuck Vader because he was fighting the strongest force to ever be seen on film. No, not him. Her. Let's talk about the biggest problem in this film. Rey. Rey is the most uneven, overpowered, yet underdeveloped character in the history of cinema. In one film, Rey gets the Millennium Falcon, Luke's lightsaber, defeats the villain, and takes R2-D2. Anytime you bring up a criticism of her, you're a sexist. What I want to know is, why does she get all those things? What was the filmmaker's reason? Are they trying to make up for some imaginary injustice against women of the old films? Last time I checked, the old Star Wars gave us Princess Leia, who was just as badass as the guys. She was a better shot than Luke, just as sassy as Han, but she had limitations. She wasn't a pilot, she couldn't fight Darth Vader, and she wasn't invincible. Rey is everything and the kitchen sink. And don't use the fucking Force as an explanation either. It's a fucking cop-out answer used by people who like the film, defend it, but can't come up with a real reason why, outside of Star Wars nostalgia childhood toy commercial. Oh, you like her because she's powerful? You know who else is powerful? Superman. What's the biggest complaint about Superman? He is too powerful and his stories are boring. So is Rey. In one film, she completes Luke's journey. Hell, she even defeats Beta Vader in a lightsaber duel. There's literally nothing else left for her to do. All she can do is get stronger and do what? Defeat who? Find out in the next movie, because this one sure as shit doesn't have an original story. We'll just cram in as much as we can to distract the audience from thinking, look, Yoda! Look, the cantina! Look, a desert planter! Hey, we're on Hoth! This movie fucked any chances of a classic trilogy. This film is a poorly made, self-contained story. But Jeff, she gives Luke his lightsaber back! And so what? What's she gonna do? Train to beat the guy she already beat? Luke got his ass handed to him in Empire. Vader was too much of a threat. Kylo Cunt wasn't. Rey won, journey complete. For as stupid as the prequels are, they at least knew what direction they were going in. This film is just one big self-contained commercial for third-wave feminism and Hasbro toys. It isn't important what could happen in the next movie, it's about what did happen in this movie. And to be perfectly honest, not much did. Disney was so focused on nostalgia that they failed to set up a narrative that would run through the entire trilogy. Gone is the hero's journey, replaced by the journey of the millennial. Give it to me now. I don't want to work for it. If you don't give it to me, you're a fascist. I'm the victim. You bastard. You're probably saying to yourself, Jeff, didn't you like anything in this movie? Well, the more I think about it, I did. It ended. So those are my thoughts on Star Wars Episode 7. It was fucking stupid. Tune in next week when I rip the upcoming Rogue One. Boy, do I got a lot to say about the direction of Star Wars. It's going straight down the shitter. Now, if you're like me, and you don't like the new Star Wars, hit that subscribe button, because for the next 5 years, or however many years Disney's gonna milk this thing, I'm gonna be here to talk shit about it. This is Jeff of World Class Bullshitter signing off. May the fuck be with you.